What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian. Welcome to C-Roll Productions. You guys, we have a bunch of topics to discuss in today's video. I can't wait to dive deep into them. Let's start it off with Peacemaker. James Gunn has confirmed, now that the writer's strike is officially over, he is currently writing the second season of Peacemaker Season 2, which is exciting because that first season was so well made, It blew my mind how great that show and how James Gunn got me to love a character like Peacemaker. I mean, a DC character I never even heard of since watching The Suicide Squad. It was beyond. The whole crew was very extremely talented. I can't wait to see how the story is going to continue. But most of all, I can't wait to see how it's going to fit inside James Gunn's new DCU. I mean, he was asked the question, well, how are you going to, kind of explain Peacemaker, because it was set in, the DCU, and he was like, oh, you're just gonna have to wait and watch the show. So I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna be interesting. But he also did confirm that, reaffirmed that, returning characters from the DCU will be transferring over to the DCU, of that being Peacemaker, Vigilante, Viola Davis, and Blue Beetle, which we all already knew. That was expected, especially with Amanda Waller. We already knew that she was going to be transferring over because he said that they are doing that Waller show. So I'm excited. James Gunn is currently writing that, but he's also he has his hands full with Superman Legacy. I was like, damn, where do you have the time for this, bro? I was like, I guess the script for Superman Legacy is already completed. It's done. There's no rewrites that's needed. Now they're just waiting to start shooting sometime in January, right? Maybe production's being, built of sets and things of that nature, costume designs. But, the strike is still happening with SAG. So I know they met yesterday. They're going to be meeting again on Wednesday. Hopefully a deal will be settled and, completely finalized by the end of the week. And then, they can start pick up shooting, and schedules will be officially set, and then we can move on from there. But, it's, nice. It's interesting. Interesting topic. Jason Blum confirms that Spawn, the movie, is still set for the year 2025. But he said something very interesting. The script is very close. Once done, they'll attach a director and an actor. I was like, what? I thought Jamie Foxx was attached to this movie to play Al Simmons, Spawn. So I was like, what are we doing now? So he's been completely recast. No idea what's happening. I mean, I know Todd McFarlane, who wrote the script, he wanted to direct it, but, to have a first-time director like Todd McFarlane come on and direct a Spawn film, that's just a no-go, especially with the budget that's going to be probably around $800 to, $150 million. You don't give that to a first-time director, a comic book writer like Todd McFarlane. That's insane. But I was like, okay, well, we know Todd McFarlane wrote the script. But then, a couple of months ago, we reported that Malcolm Spellman and Scott Silver, one of the writers of Joker, was writing the script for Spawn. So I was like, oh, okay, so are they just completely rewriting the script? Or, do they have a general outline of what Todd McFarlane had created, and now they're being told to add to it? I'm like, what is going on with this movie? I mean, 2025, they have to start shooting next year. And I doubt that's going to happen. I mean, if Jamie Foxx is not attached to this movie, you don't have an actor. This movie ain't shooting next year. Like, I like the fact that they have, the writer of Joker and the writer of Captain America Brave New World, Malcolm Spellman, great writer, but you're going to need a cast. Is Jeremy Renner still attached to this movie? No idea what's happening. So it's kind of confusing. I think Jason Blum is a little bit over his head. I mean, Blumhouse Studios isn't used to doing comic book films of this nature. So I don't think he gets the gravitas and the amount of time and preparation that it comes into making these movies. Very different than making a $30 million horror movie. So I don't know if that is going to be true, you guys. So this is going to be interesting. Maybe cast Michael B. Jordan as Al Simmons. That would be dope. That would be dope. Gen V. If you guys haven't seen Gen V, you guys, on Amazon Prime, a spinoff from The Boys, I highly, highly suggest you guys watch it. It is one of the best shows out right now. The first 3 episodes are on Prime, and boy, oh boy, it is super entertaining. Very graphic, very nasty, just like The Boys. It literally is in the same pool of what The Boys have already established. I am loving it. I'm loving the storyline. I'm loving the cast between Maria, Andre, Emma, Little Cricket, you guys, Kate, Jordan, Sam, Golden Boy, Brink. It's a really well-established cast, and you can definitely get behind the story. I mean, especially the beginning scene of Maria met and the explanation of her powers and when they first kicked in, because essentially these parents sacrificed their kids for $1 to put compound V in them and to give them these kind of random powers that they had no idea that they would get, right? So the story kind of sets itself in a school, right, where the top ranking new students, or that top tier students, kind of fight for the highest ranking to possibly join the 7. So it's crazy to think. I mean, that whole scene with Golden Boy and killing Brink, I was just like, man, this shit is so entertaining. And like I said, I can definitely get behind the cast and everything. So if you guys haven't seen Gen V and you are a fan of The Boys, trust me, check it out. Because even the trailers didn't do it for me for Gen V. So I wasn't excited about it until I watched that first episode. And I was like, okay, I'm hooked. This is definitely me. I could definitely go for something like this. So Gen V is so much fun, you guys. I highly, highly suggest you check it out if you are a fan of The Boys. But what if season 2, you guys? Apparently we have the episodes leak, the title of the episodes of What If Season 2, which I'm going to be honest with you, is kind of, underwhelming. Very underwhelming. I was just like, what? This can't be it. I was like, this is going to be interesting. So apparently episode 201, What If Nebula Joined the Nova Corps? Okay, episode 202, What If Peter Quill Attacked Earth's Mightiest Heroes? Episode 203, What If Korra Reshaped the World? Episode 204, What If Hela Found the 10 Rings? That's interesting. Episode 205, What If Iron Man Crashed into the Grand Master? Okay. Episode 206, What If Happy Hogan Saved Christmas? That sounds a little bit fun. Episode 208, What If Captain Carter Fought the Hydra Stomper? Episode 209, What If the Avengers Assembled in 1602? Sounds kind of wild. Episode 210, What If Strange Supreme Intervened? Like I said, kind of underwhelming. This is coming from the inside scooper, Can We Get Some Toast, who's been correct and accurate on multiple accounts. I just feel like with these titles, it's very underwhelming. Especially like not introducing more of like the multiverse, not introducing characters that you've already established into phase 4, like Moon Knight or Miss Marvel or She-Hulk. Why aren't we kind of like doing a what if of those characters? Why are we still talking about the Avengers, the old Avengers? You know what I'm talking about? It's a little weird to me. You've already established a new set of core of heroes. Why not kind of build off of those heroes, trying to give them some kind of continuity and some kind of continuation? Because nobody knows when Moon Knight's going to return. Nobody knows when She-Hulk's going to return. Miss Marvel's coming back, and the Marvels, cool, that's awesome. But like, you just introduced a whole core group of characters. Why do we feel like they've already been lost in the wind? Shang-Chi, when is his sequel happening? What project can he randomly appear in? It's things like that is kind of worrisome. There's no continuity. There's no kind of connectedness. And that's where I feel like the MCU right now is lost. It's lost in translation. That's what it is, you guys. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about the topics during today's video. Please post your comments down below. Let's discuss it. Peace.